Well, aren't you a strong one, Mila Maxwell? I admit I'm rather impressed. I hope you'll go after the Waymarker with a similar sense of fervor.
You're not getting away!
Yet they always do when someone says that.
I don't understand how a cloud of smoke prevented us from hitting him. I can summon Efreet. Somewhere over there.
Wouldn't like Sylph be more useful against the cloud?
Efreet hits everywhere. I don't need to know where he is. What does Sylph do again?
I don't know, but presumably it's power.
I actually know what the art looks like. It's underwhelming.
Hey, Luger? Where's Mila?
The other one is gone.
I've never made getting the best art in the game so depressing.
No way!
It's really you.
Mila! I searched everywhere for you.
Sorry, Muse. I didn't mean to worry you. Any of you.
I wasn't worried. We knew you'd be okay.
It's good to see you again.
I wasn't worried about you. There's another Mila, you know, and I'm worried about her.
It seems to be pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Mila. She's supposed to cook for me. She promised.
What happened here? Well,
I can't believe it.
It's a brave thing she did.
Madam Chancellor.
Because of her and her selflessness, we can proceed with ratifying the peace accord. King Gaius, Prime Minister Rowan. For foiling this assassination attempt, you have my most sincere thanks.
You'd have done the same.
Given what's occurred, perhaps you'd like to sign the treaty here and now. Harmony between Riza Maxia and Olympius would please me very much.
Here on the ship?
We've heard that many high-ranking Olympian officials stand against the treaty.
Don't you worry. We'll employ this attack as our chance to press the offensive against them. No doubt many of them have ties to Exodus, and if we can't find proof, we'll make some up.
Figuratively speaking, of course.
Didn't hear what? I was just thinking aloud. But whatever you choose to do with that tidbit is up to you.
You're certain, madam?
I pay my debts in full, Prime Minister. And besides, if I were too much of a do-gooder, you wouldn't trust me.
Are we really that easy to read, madam?
I so look forward to dancing the diplomacy two-step with you, Your Highness.
I don't know, we trust Jude.
By your signatures, the treaty is ratified.
Very good. We've crossed the
But
first
Jude
bridge.
wouldn't make a good politician.
Horrible
A
politician.
bridge of mere paper and ink.
The gap between this deed and the will of the people is not easily traversed.
A difficult road still awaits us.
Are you worried too, guys?
Who wouldn't be? After all, I'm only human. I have my share of fears and regrets, just like anyone else. In that, we are alike.
You were a great help to me as well. It's not much, but consider this a small token of my thanks. Oh, just to be clear, this isn't a bribe.
Mila, we have little time.
You're right. Let's review the situation.
Don't call her Mila! Every time I hear it, I want to barf!
A mystic symbol. A warrior symbol and a rose corsage. Yeah, she gave us Rollo. I don't know if we could carry that reward. Seems a little heavy.
You know, given that you see Julius, you know, have to, like, lift Rollo from the hips earlier in the story, how does Al lift
She's
Rollo?
determined.
Luger? Why'd you do it? Why did you let Mila fall back there?
It was the only way to save you.
So it's my fault? She's gone because of me.
More than anything, she wanted to keep you safe.
How would you know, huh?
I just do. She was her own person, but she was still Mila Maxwell. We did sacrifice her. I can't deny it. But, by my sword, I swear to you that the loss of your Mila was not for nothing.
I'm just a kid. Get to the point already, would ya?
Fair enough. I'll say it more simply then. Elle, I want to go with you to the land of Canaan. I want you to see what I do there.
Sounds like you mean business. You speak of Canaan. What's going on there?
The soul purification has reached its limit. In the abyss, I saw it with my own eyes. There are too many fractured dimensions.
Canaan is the only realm across all dimensions where the reincarnation process occurs. Thus, it stands to reason that the impurity, which must be cleansed from all those countless dimensions, must be flowing into Canaan.
If we do not eradicate those dimensions, the soul purification process will break down.
In other words, the fractured dimensions are not only dispersing soul energy, they're also concentrating this impurity.
Wonderful. Sounds like either one is enough to destroy the world on its own.
What happens if soul purification breaks down?
The resulting poisonous miasma will probably overflow.
Couldn't the Great Spirit Origin step in and stop that from happening? Only if he thinks humans are worth saving in the first place. I think that's the whole point of Origin's trial.
So be it. We've no choice but to reach Canaan and pass the Great Spirit's trial for the sake of all humanity.
It is clear what wish we have to make to Origin.
Destroy the fractured dimensions, so this one may live.
We have detected that Maxwell is no longer blocking our passage.
What kind of orders did Spurious give that Rideau maniac anyway?
Did something happen with Director Rideau?
Just checking. That means we can hightail it to the dimension containing the last waymarker, right?
Correct. However, right now the dimensional abyss is highly unstable. It will be some time before you can enter the rift with any degree of safety. We'll contact you once we've made our preparations.
Selfish bastards.
I'm the reason. I unfortunately caused it when I harnessed mana out of the schism to take on a physical body.
With the temporal crossroads gone, you merely did what you had to.
It's taboo nonetheless. I'm using mana meant for preserving the world to maintain my physical form.
Hold on.
I can only remain in the human realm for a finite amount of time.
Hey, Luger! It's Nova calling to gab about gold again. How's the cash dash? Is the dough rolling in? Are you having a gold rush? I get paid by the pun, you know. Oh, come on, not even a snicker? Wait, is something wrong?
A friend of ours just died.
I had no idea. My boss just told me to give you a little push, so... I'm so sorry.
We have a bit of time. We should prepare for our final trip into the breach while we await Farah's call.
I miss you, Mila.
This game does not get less depressing.
I knew that I'd see you again one day.
I thought so too. And I'm pleased to see you looking as well as ever.
Have they finally opened the Marksburg shops?
We have to hurry to Canaan. The purification process is reaching its limit.
Don't push yourself too hard, Mila.
As if having to battle Kronos wasn't bad enough. You've spent a great deal of time trapped in the dimensional abyss.
And do you think I'll listen when you tell me to take it easy?
Ah, well.
No, of course not.
That is correct. This is no time to falter. And besides, you promised Elle. Not to mention, the other me.
You know about the other Mila who was with us?
I do. I saw everything.
How could you? I thought you were trapped in the dimensional abyss.
I was. I tried using the power of the Four to return to the Prime Dimension, but couldn't.
Because the other Mila had come to the Prime Dimension.
The abyss between dimensions is a void of nothingness, bereft even of the elements. I could only drift through it using the power of the Four to protect myself. While in that coma-like state, I dreamt of Luger, the other Mila, and all of you. It was as if I was journeying right along with you.
How is that even possible?
I do not know myself, but her conflict and her wish came through quite clearly. Luger, everyone, I want you to lend your strength to me. Or should I say, to Mila Maxwell.
You couldn't stop us from helping, even if you tried.
Our strength is yours to command.
In other words, this is the reasoning for why she keeps all of the leveling you've done to the other Mila. Yeah, we probably have some new EX monsters too.
Yep. but I think I'm about done for the night. Oh.